Hi, and welcome to another week at CPDLF. We are on week 9 in ConnectsU, and this week we'll be talking about CPDLF norms and expectations. Okay, and they go hand in hand, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. If you look it up online, you'll see norms and expectations, norms or expectations, and they really go together. So here we go. Okay, so what are norms and what are expectations? Okay, so a norm is something that is a usual, standard, or typical in a group setting. And expectations are things that are supposed to happen. Okay, so let's break that down. Essentially, the norm is the way we do things around here at CPDLF. Okay, so it's the way we specifically do things. And some examples would be a norm is to check your email. Okay, so, we stress that, especially if you just started here, you just did your onboarding, we tell you, you need to check your email. Logging into ConnectsU, that is the norm. You wake up, you go into your email, you go into your ConnectsU. Working 5.5 hours a day, that is supposed to be a norm. And your check-ins with me, with your learning guide, that's a norm. You are waiting for my phone call or hangout or some sort of communication on Tuesday. Okay, expectations, again, are things that are supposed to happen. They help support the norm. So, for example, you might do 5.5 hours of work, but the expectation is that it's quality work. Okay, you are submitting quality work to me. You took your time and you went through it, you took your notes, and that was expected of you. You're making your progress, you're making your 3% each week. Okay, we expect you to do this. Reaching out if you need help. Okay, that is an expectation. Reaching out if you need help, we expect this to happen instead of, waiting a week or two and maybe your computer's not working, something's wrong, your internet. Okay, it's expected of you to reach out. When you guys were at your brick and mortar schools, if you attended them, some expectations might be to raise your hand before talking, walking in the hallway. Okay, that was just what was expected of you. Okay. Okay, so can we describe the norm here? Okay, so you see the fish swimming, and then there's one fish that's going against the norm. Okay, everyone else is going to the left, which is how they're swimming, but there's that one fish that's sort of taking it upon him or herself to go the opposite way, against what is normally done, against how we do things around here. If you look over here, we got meow, meow, and we have wolf. Again, it's sort of the norm that people are meowing, and we have the one wolf coming out. Okay, so how we do things around here, we meow. Okay, we swim to the left. Okay, I was just sort of interested, so I did a little bit of research, and I found some social norms. So some social norms regarding public behavior. So these are things that you sort of just know how to do when you're out in public. So for example, shaking hands when you meet someone, direct eye contact. Has anyone ever gone to the movie theater and there's plenty of seats, so you usually sit away from somebody. You don't sit directly beside somebody. Not picking your nose. That's a social norm. Please and thank you. Wearing clothing. You go to the back of the line. Can you imagine, just walking right up and just, cutting in front of a bunch of people? But then how you act when you're in line, that is an expectation. Okay, but, lining up. And even something as simply as not burping in public, that is a social norm. Okay, it's just, how we do things. And you might get some looks if you go against the norms. Okay, so this week in our ConnectsU assignments, we're going to focus on norms and expectations at CPDLF. Okay, so remember, the norms are how we do things around here, and the expectations support the norm. Okay, what we expect of the norm. Okay, so that little tree here and I cans, and everyone can learn and grow. And your question for today are, what are some norms and expectations that you already know at CPDLF? Okay, and you can, take things from our discussion that we just had, and you can use those because you should already know them, or you can add some more things if you can think about additional norms of how we do things and expectations. Okay, so you guys have continue to have a great rest of the week, and if you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks.